Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is currently rejecting and struggling at this exact area of resistance again in the immediate short term after we just perfectly bounced from my exact area of support in the immediate short term. So in just a moment, I'll be revealing Bitcoin's next move, which is starting right now for the price of Bitcoin, as we now have new liquidity building in the Bitcoin liquidation heat map that we cannot ignore. This is revealing Bitcoin's very next move, just about to happen now, as we're continuing to see a short-term bounce in the US stock market, while Ethereum is continuing to struggle at my exact area of resistance here in the short term, while the price of XRP is also continuing to hold above my exact area of support here on the weekly time frame. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before taking a look at the Bitcoin and crypto charts today, taking a quick look at the US stock market today. This is the S&P 500 index on the 4-hour time frame, and I'm recording this video right as the stock markets come to a close for the day. But throughout the last couple of trading days here, of course, we have seen a short-term bounce from the local lows, at least right now, which means just in the short term for Bitcoin and crypto, we're also likely going to see just a slight relief, maybe some sort of short-term bounce, which is exactly what I've been saying over the last couple of days already. And of course, this is perfectly playing out the oversold signal exactly as predicted here in the 4-hour RSI for the S&P 500 index, exactly as I've already been saying over the last multiple days now, which means we're likely going to see some sort of relief, basically bouncing from the local low, not necessarily reversing the bearish trend, but at least in the short term, having a bit of a relief, either choppy sideways price action or slight bounce, potentially continuing over the coming trading days for the US stock market. So keep that in mind throughout the video. When it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, we'll likely see something similar in the short term. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today here on the weekly time frame, the super trend indicator is still sitting in the red, indicating a larger bearish trend or bear market, or a larger correction in the price of Bitcoin. And if we're taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin price chart, of course, we still have a massive bearish divergence not yet being invalidated. So similar to 2022, for example, still clearly within the larger bearish trend, also known as a bear market. But in the somewhat short term to mid term, of course, we're perfectly playing out this oversold signal in the weekly Bitcoin RSI for the first time since the middle of 2022. And what happened last time was a decent bullish relief for over a month before ultimately we continued the larger bearish trend later on. And so that is still the situation on the larger timeframes here on the weekly timeframe. Not much has changed over the last one day. And if we're taking a look at the 3-day Bitcoin price chart, obviously we're still in this range right here, still playing out this oversold signal in the form of a relief during the larger trend, kind of like what we saw just here, for example. We're potentially still in a similar situation at the moment, and we're potentially now coming in for another retest of this important area of resistance here, sitting in between around 72,000 to 76,000. And so obviously not a lot has changed on this 3-day Bitcoin price chart over the last one day. So zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart, and over the last one day, obviously we have now officially confirmed the bounce from my exact area of support that I talked about in my last video, which was sitting in between around 69,000 to 69.5k. Obviously, the actual candle week low was pretty much exactly 69,000, give or take a few dollars, and the candle closes here was right in this area of support. And obviously, as I laid out in my last video just yesterday, I said for as long as the price of Bitcoin holds this as support in the coming hours or so, then in the next couple of days, we'll likely see a move up towards this area again to retest this resistance. And then I said, expect continued struggle and likely rejections from around this area on the price chart. So obviously, the moment we started to bounce from this support at 69,000 to 69.5k, playing out that next green candle, obviously that was the confirmation that we're actually holding this as support again, seeing a bounce from the support, which once again means, like I said in my last video, if we bounce, it'll start bouncing from this support, expect a move into this area of resistance, and then expect a lot of struggle in this area, is exactly what I said in my last video before, of course, we've now exactly seen this play out as predicted. And also what is very interesting is over the last one day, we now have a new level of liquidity just in the short term building in the Bitcoin Bitcoin liquidation heat map, if we're looking at the last 2 weeks worth of price action, first of all, we still have that level of liquidity towards the downside that we cannot ignore, sitting at around 67.2k to 67.3k. But obviously the price of Bitcoin doesn't solely rely on this chart right here by itself in a vacuum. We have to pay attention to all of this information to figure out what is likely going to happen for the price of Bitcoin. So of course, we have to factor in other factors. For example, the fact that there is support between the current price and that lower liquidity, which is this area here at 69,000 to 69.5k, where the price will likely bounce from. And also the other factor, which is of course the stock market experiencing a short-term bounce, which means it's going to be difficult to see a dump in the Bitcoin and crypto prices if we're seeing a bounce in the stock market, because usually stocks and crypto are highly correlated. And so once again, due to the fact that we're seeing a bounce in the stock market and due to the fact that we're still holding this area of support at 69,000 to 69.5k for the price of Bitcoin, due to those reasons, at least for now, we have avoided that downside liquidity. It is still sitting there. So if, for example, the stock market eventually dumps again, and let's just say if we ultimately break below 69,000, then of course that would be a price target to pay attention to at just above 67,000. But for now, once again, we've avoided that because we've seen the bounce from this support at 69,000 to 69.5k. And so now we have that new level of liquidity building just above the price of Bitcoin here, sitting at around 72,000 to 72.1k. So basically right around 72,000, we have new liquidity building right here. And so that's telling us that at least in the coming hours or days, most likely within the next 1 to 2 days, we'll likely see a continued push a little higher in the short term in the price of Bitcoin towards around 72,000 or maybe slightly above 72,000 to simply wipe out this liquidity here as the immediate price target to pay attention to for the price of Bitcoin. But remember, we cannot ignore the fact that we have significant resistance, especially in between 72,000 to 76,000. So ultimately, my exact prediction based on all of this information is that it's likely we'll try to push a little higher in the coming hours and days, just over the next potentially couple of days here in the short term, only talking about very short term moves. We'll likely push a little higher into this resistance and this resistance here. But then especially once we wipe out that liquidity at roughly 72,000, continue to expect a lot of struggle for the price of Bitcoin in this major area of resistance here, which means of course the price struggling and likely rejecting from around this area on the price chart. And so that is my exact prediction in the short term over the coming hours and days. Of course, the midterm has not really changed at all, playing out the oversold signal, and the longer term trend not really changed at all over the last 1 day. So those are my exact predictions, the key signals and levels to watch out for moving forward for the price of Bitcoin. And obviously, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any crypto, you need to be set up ready to go on a crypto exchange. And if you use the first link below the video in the description and in the pinned comment, that first link below this video will take you to this page right here over on the 2bit crypto exchange, which by the way is a no KYC exchange. And if you simply make an account using that first link below the video, you can take advantage of up to a 3.5 million USDT prize pool up for grabs simply just by trading crypto using that first link below the video. And on top of that, only if you use that first link below the video to actually make your 2bit account, there's also exclusive bonuses available here that are unfortunately only available if you're using that link. If you don't use that link, unfortunately, you can't claim any of these extra bonuses here, where you can get up to an extra 200 USDT in actual withdrawable stable coins on your 2bit account, basically free money from the exchange just by simply trading crypto using that first link below the video. So obviously, if you're going to be trading crypto anyway or preparing to take the next trading opportunity, you might as well check this out. You might as well take advantage of this. Once again, first link below the video. And remember, 2bit is also a no KYC exchange. But with that being said, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart on the daily time frame, and obviously, as I've been saying for months now on the channel, despite seeing short-term bullish moves and short-term bearish moves, overall, we're still just bouncing around relatively sideways for the Bitcoin dominance, which means we're not in a Bitcoin season, we're not in an altcoin season, we're just seeing a lot of correlation across the crypto market, which means a lot of the altcoins altcoins on average will still likely perform very similar to whatever Bitcoin does, at least in the short term. And if we're taking a look at Ethereum on the 3-day time frame, obviously it's a very similar situation here for Ethereum as what we're seeing for Bitcoin on the 3-day time frame. The charts look almost identical, which means the longer term trend is technically still bearish. We've not yet fully confirmed a massive reversal out of that larger bearish trend, but in the shorter term to mid-term, obviously we're potentially still in a similar situation right now to what we saw back here, which means of course continued relief just in the short term, playing out this oversold signal exactly as predicted over a month ago in the 3-day Ethereum RSI. But now we're running into this significant area of resistance here, sitting in between around 2.2k to 2.4k. And if we're taking a look at the daily time frame, we could see this area of resistance really sitting in between around 2150 to 2250. And if we're zooming further into the short term, we can see this more specific area of resistance in the immediate short term for the price of ETH on the 4-hour time frame here, which is sitting in between around 2150 to 2.2k, currently acting as strong short-term resistance. And once again, Ethereum will likely just follow very similar price action to whatever Bitcoin does in the short term. So of course, over the last one day, with Bitcoin bouncing from this support, seeing another retest into this area of resistance in the short term, right now we've seen basically the exact same thing for Ethereum over the last one day, just a short-term bounce testing into this area of resistance again, and then exactly as expected, continuing to struggle in this exact area of resistance. And so just in the short term, over the next 1 or 2 days, it is quite likely the price will continue to struggle, not just in this area, but ultimately the larger area of resistance, especially if Bitcoin perhaps pushes a little higher into this resistance. It's likely that we might see a little short-term push up for Ethereum, but remember, we still have a lot of resistance just above the price, especially in between 2.2k to 2.4k. So expect a lot of struggle in the coming days around these areas on the price chart. And if we're taking a look at XRP on the weekly time frame, in terms of the longer term trend, this long-term trend has not changed at all over the last one day. So technically speaking, we're still clearly within a long-term bearish trend, exactly as I warned about all the way back up here around July to August 2025, calling for this massive collapse in the price, a multi-month collapse. You can even watch my videos all the way back then, calling for all of this still to come. So right now, that is still the situation if we're talking about the long-term trend, but the shorter term to mid-term is of course continuing to hold above this exact area of support here, still sitting in between around $1.30 to $1.40. And we also have significant resistance at around $1.60. And if we're zooming into the 4-hour XRP price chart, we can see shorter term support and resistance. First of all, we have of course some support at roughly around $1.37, but really a lot of support in this area in between around $1.30 to $1.35. And as for resistance, we have significant resistance in between around $1.45 to $1.47. And once again, more resistance at around $1.55, but especially closer towards $1.60 as significant resistance. But ultimately, just in the shorter term for the coming hours or days, especially over the next 1 or 2 days, most likely, it's extremely likely that XRP will just continue bouncing around in this same sideways price range here between this support and this resistance. For now, that is my exact prediction moving forward for the price of XRP. And if we're taking a look at Solana on the 3-day time frame, it's a very similar situation here. The long-term trend technically still bearish, but the shorter term to mid-term is obviously still bouncing in this range, playing out this oversold signal exactly as predicted over a month ago, continuing to bounce between this support and this resistance. First of all, we still have strong support in this area in between $75 to $80, and strong resistance in this area sitting in between $95 to $105. And if we're zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Solana price chart, just over the last one day, obviously we have seen a bounce from the lower side of this area, which is now of course acting as support, which was previous resistance, now acting as new support. That's sitting in between roughly 88.60 to 90.60 approximately. So once again, continue to expect support around that area on the price chart. And as for resistance, once again, we have a lot of resistance closer towards $95, especially in between $95 to $105, but also a bit of short-term resistance based on this high and this high, and also the latest local high just here, which is all sitting at around $93. And remember, Solana will likely just follow similar price action to a lot of these other altcoins and Bitcoin here in the short term, which means expect potentially a bit of struggle in the short term, lacking bullish momentum. But especially if Bitcoin, for example, tries to push a little higher in the coming days into this resistance, we may end up seeing just a slight slight little push up for Solana within the next couple of days, not necessarily right now in the next few minutes, but within the next couple of days, we could potentially see another little push higher. But remember, we're still clearly lacking bullish momentum. So any bullish price action that we're seeing is only a very short-term bullish move, ultimately remaining in this larger range. And if we're taking a look at Chainlink on the 3-day time frame, it's a very similar situation here. So I'll keep this quick. Of course, we're still currently in a much larger or longer term bearish trend, but in the shorter term to mid-term, we're seeing a break, a relief from the larger bearish trend, kind of like what we saw just here, obviously playing out the oversold signal in the 3-day Chainlink RSI, exactly as predicted over a month ago, almost 2 months ago now, obviously talking about this oversold signal resulting in a relief over the coming weeks, if not months. And so once again, that is still playing out very nicely here, and we're still just bouncing around in this same sideways price range. And that's extremely likely what is going to continue to happen here in the shorter term for Chainlink, at least over the coming days, but most likely another few weeks will likely remain in this range, bouncing between this support and this resistance. First of all, the support I'm talking about is sitting in between around $7.90 to $8.50, and the resistance is sitting in between around $9.50 to $10. And just in the immediate short term, talking about within the next couple of days, it is quite likely that the price of Chainlink will try to push a little higher, just simply seeing another test of this resistance in between around $9.50 to $10. And then once again, expect the price to struggle from around that area on the price chart. That is my exact prediction and the key levels and signals to watch out for moving forward for Chainlink and all of these crypto assets. And remember, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any crypto, get set up ready to go using those links below this video to those exchanges if you want to take advantage of massive bonuses that are only available using those links to certain exchanges like 2bit, for example. And if you want to actually know how you can trade these moves, no matter what direction the price goes, to profit at all times in the market, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.